Did you know that 1 in 4 adults over the age of 65 will experience a fall this year? And falls are the leading cause of injury among older adults. Plus, we know that the older we become, the harder it is to come back from it. It's a setback that can start a domino effect, cascading into health issues due to pain, weakness, loss of muscle, loss of movement, on and on downhill. But here's the good news. Strength and balance exercises can make a huge difference. Think of it as health insurance that is paid with sweat equity and your resolve. Since October is National Physical Therapy Month, I'm sharing some of my favorite ways to build resilience, balance, and stability so you can stay steady on your feet. I want to be clear here. Falls don't just happen because of age by itself. They're often linked to a reduced effort to move and get regular exercise. It's just not enough of a priority. And it can catch up with you later, leading to weaker muscles, slower reflexes, and a loss of confidence in keeping your balance. The empowering part, on the other hand, these are things we can train for. It's like a hefty deposit in your resilience and retirement bank account. In thinking about movement that is intentionally targeted toward not just strength, but also stability and balance, there are a myriad of approaches, different voices, different perspectives, different disciplines, and especially when there is an injury and a specific protocol for your recovery. So for this video, I will take the approach of someone who isn't specifically addressing an injury, but want to stay stronger and have better balance as we get older in the pursuit of not falling, not allowing weakness that creeps in under the radar if left unattended. I like to think of this as building a fortress from the ground up. Strong legs push us up. Stable hips keep us steady side to side and forward to back. The core is our torso support and our spine integrity. And balance moves can fine-tune this whole system. So most of these movements don't require a gym, just body weight, maybe a chair, a step up, some bands or ankle weights, just things that you can use around the house, but they can also be done in the gym and you can incorporate them into your workouts that you're already doing. Okay, I'm about to demonstrate a couple of exercises and a couple of things I want to preface it with. First of all, I'm going to be in bare feet because I want to feel the floor with the bottoms of my feet. That is part of your proprioception, where you are in the world. It gives you instant feedback and you want the lines of that communication to be very open. You can be in stocking feet as long as the floor isn't slippery, or 0-degree elevation shoes like the barefoot running shoes are also very good. That gives you maximum proprioception. And the other thing is, I have been on my recomposition diet now for almost 5 weeks. I have lost 9 pounds. So if you watched me a month ago with my little jelly roll doing sit-ups, it's a little better. It's in progress and I'm excited. I'm making great strides in reaching my 90-day goal. But that aside, here are some really good exercises. The chair squat is as simple as it looks. Just get a normal sturdy seating chair and you're going to plant your feet flat on the floor. Push up with your heels. Make sure you stand all the way up with your hips locked. And if you need a little more balance, extend your arms forward and that will give you a little extra support. Squats, you want a nice sturdy platform. You want to plant your entire foot on the step so that you can press up through your heel for stability. Heel raises, one of the best ways to make sure that your legs can discern change in balance. So stepping up on the toes strengthens the calf muscles, the Achilles tendon, and you can use any kind of a stick to just assist your balance. To start this movement of seated knee lifts, you want to lean back and support yourself. Lift one leg at a time, kind of like a high marching motion. This really strengthens your transverse abdominis. That's the girdle of your abs. As you get stronger, you can try both legs together. Bird dogs are a great way to strengthen the sides of your abs, the oblique region. So you want to get in a tabletop position and then raise the opposite arm and the opposite leg, extending out so that you create a flat plane from tip of the fingers to tip of the toes. Clamshells are a classic move for strengthening the medial glute muscle. So you want to be on your hip and you have your feet glued together and raise your knees apart to make kind of a clamshell. I use a 5-pound weight around my leg, but if that's too hard, just take it off and try this until you get stronger, just body weight. This is a great way for getting your hips more mobile. For the single leg balance, you want to stand on one leg, put all your weight on one leg, use a finger to help you balance, bring your knee in and stand. And then as you get stronger and better at balancing, let go and see if you can hold it for 30 seconds to a minute. The key to a side step up is to gain stability when you step sideways. Make room on the step for both feet so that you can have a place for your moving foot to land. And you want to be able to stop the acceleration of your step up so you don't go flying off the other side. And then as you get stronger, see if you can balance your leg out in front of you. For the clock reach, easier version, you want to stand on one foot with a pole supporting you and then move your toe to 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. The more challenging version is to stand on a cushion, a pillow, a piece of foam rubber, and you want to again do 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. These simple moves don't require fancy equipment. A sturdy chair, a countertop, a broom handle, or a dowel. I mean, I didn't even have a step up, but I dragged in some paving bricks from outside to make a little platform. But you could use your staircase if you have one. If you have a step ladder that's very sturdy, you can use that. Whatever you've got handy, just become kind of ingenious about it. You just need enough space and you need to remember to do it. The key is consistency. A few minutes a day adds up to major protection against falls. And I can tell you, this is something I have worked on very hard for the last year because I was very stable before, but having a total knee replacement really shakes up your nervous system and it makes your legs unevenly strong. So if you're stronger on one side than the other, you can relate. I had to work especially hard on my right side. Try weaving these balancing and stability exercises into your daily routine. For example, stand on one foot while you're brushing your teeth. You have your counter right there if you start to lose your balance. And how about doing the chair squats when you have been sitting at your desk too long, like we all do? You get involved in something, you're not even thinking about it, and you stand up and you realize your back is tight and your brain is tired. Doing a few stand and sit over and over, it kind of freshens you up a little bit, gets your blood flowing, and you work on your stability. So think of movement snacks, like quick, bite-sized ways to stay strong and steady. I like to work in balance movements on my days between strength training. It goes great with the stretching routine too. So, for example, with the strength training, you have a couple of heavy days that are interspersed. The in-between days are days when you're doing maybe your VO2 max cardio and you're stretching. That's a great time to do your stability exercises because it's body weight or very light resistance. And so it doesn't really get in the way of your recovery needs for the heavier days. And while strength, stability, and balance are about preventing falls, it's really more than that. It's about living with confidence, confidence in your stride, and freedom to explore on ground that may be uneven or places where you need to keep your balance. And it makes you just feel safer. And with all of that, your joints are healthier. There's less pain. It adds to your vitality because you have the energy stored up to spend on the things that really matter to you. So celebrate National Physical Therapy Month by giving yourself the gift of movement. And if this video is helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I've got more strategies to help you age strong for life.